Man of Steel stinks, plain and simple. Batman v Superman stinks, plain and simple. And since they're saying that they're gonna make a Man of Steel 2 right now, let's go over how they can make it better. Superboy could quite possibly save this entire movie. Plain and simple. Now, I'm not saying that, he's gonna be a great character. I'm just saying that his origin story, not only as he's already around in the DC animated landscape, makes him a pretty awesome guy. You see, he is kind of, I guess, a clone of Superman in the comics, but it's heavily implied in Young Justice that he's definitely a clone made by Cadmus. While in the comic books, in the New 52 at least, he's made by this organization called Nowhere, which stands for something. I didn't look it up. Whatever. Anyways, Superboy is basically a strong Superman. Has X-ray vision. At least that's Justice. We're talking about Man of Steel. Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. And yeah, and maybe just maybe, I will not die by the end of this. I'm so happy, guys. I get to Man of Steel, everyone. Just yeah, Superman snaps a guy's neck. Yeah. I wasn't originally going to include this in the video unless I saw some actual proof. So I literally looked up Superman villains. And by God, there are so many that I didn't know about, despite me being a comic book nerd, that I really just had to include them. So let's just go over some. Atomic Skull, General Zod. Oh wait, they already used General Zod. Atomic Skull, Mr. Mxyzptlk. So many villains that for some reason haven't been used that I feel like would be much better than what we've seen before. I mean, look up Superman villains right now. Look on Wikipedia for Superman villains, and I swear you'll find so many, and it's just like, oh my God. This entire time, like I was going through this, I was like, oh my God, there are so freaking many. Oh my goodness, there are so many. Oh my. Anyways, this guy, Tom Welling, is thinking about coming back. He was on Smallville, and I gotta say, I would enjoy it. Now, back to a better villain. I would personally recommend Parasite. Who's Parasite? He's literally this supervillain that can suck the life out of you. He basically absorbs energy to keep himself alive and running. At least in the New 52 that is. But yeah, he can kill Superman. And he can actually kill Superman pretty easily. If he's holding Superman long enough, he can downright drain all of his energy. He can sure do that to a normal human being. And guess what? He's kind of like, I guess I would compare him to a Mazo on power scale, because he can have the powers of anyone whose energy is absorbed, yet he can still be defeated by those same powers. He has a pretty interesting origin story. You should read Parasite #1. I will leave a link down below in mycomicshop.com. Man of Steel 2 should definitely have him. I think he's a really good villain. Oh my God, you don't understand, bro. Like Parasite wouldn't work. We only want people that are Kryptonian raised. Now, I can't really do Doomsday justice without kind of explaining what he is. Doomsday is not some Kryptonian human hybrid clone made by Lex Luthor in some project. That's Superboy. Why could I not have just put Superboy in this? I mean, seriously, it would have been so much better. Anyways, Doomsday is this relentless monster who will kill anything that gets in his way. He is basically a rock Terminator in every bit of the sense. Which is why I was kind of disappointed when in this movie, he's kind of reduced to, oh, he's the Hulk. He's this giant hulkish monster that they have to fight. Okay, now let me kind of explain what Doomsday can do. First off, he's extremely powerful, and the reason for this is, when he was created, his main superpower is that every time he dies, he comes back stronger and cannot die the same way. So that means no matter what, he can never die the same way twice. Where the movie, I guess, I can't really tell if they got this right or not, because it's just like, oh, it's Doomsday, guys. Honestly, I guess, I just don't know how I feel about Doomsday. Doomsday's kind of not needed there. Same reason Wonder Woman's not needed there. Or Spider-Man, Captain America, Civil War. There's so many characters not needed in some of these superhero movies that it gets obnoxious. So, yeah. Martha!
Kill Martha!
You know, in a movie called Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, there's very little Batman v Superman, and there's unnecessary Dawn of Justice. I'm not trying to be a butthole about this, but seriously, if you're only gonna have one Batman v Superman fight scene, then why would you call it Batman v Superman? The trailers show so much more of them fighting, and it really lulled us all into a false sense. So, I mean, seriously, why don't you just call this movie Trinity? You know, that comic about Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. That's what this is. That's what this really is. Not Batman v Superman, it's freaking Trinity. I mean, come on. Anyways, this movie just didn't do it for me, you know, it really crushed me. I mean, seriously, let's look at the characters. This guy is not Lex Luthor. This guy is the Riddler, okay? He is not Lex Luthor. Like, Jesus. This guy kills people, yeah. And don't even get me started on this. I just don't think I'm ever gonna get over that. Martha is literally the dumbest arc that Batman has. Well, I wouldn't really call it an arc. I would call it that a few words that completely change his mind. I mean, seriously. Justify it any way you want. Heck, maybe I'll even try to justify it myself in another video. But for now, I still think that the Martha scene is extremely dumb, and everyone treats it like it's the greatest thing ever. You know, someday, I want DC's movies to be good. I mean, seriously. No, I want all these movies to be good. I want superhero, comic book, punch a bad guy in the face movies to be good. I mean, seriously, what have we gotten this year so far? We have gotten Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, which is just one big mess, trying to set up a bunch of stuff at once with all this crap in it. We have Suicide Squad, which was better. It was definitely better. Probably the best DC Cinematic Universe movie there is. Yet, it's still was completely ruined by the studio. So, sort of. Kind of. That's another video for another day. We got Captain America Civil War, which was pretty good, even though it doesn't take any risks. It takes some risks. It's better than Age of Ultron. Doesn't play as safe. But seriously, Captain America Civil War showed that an entire universe of superheroes, and even some villains, can come together and make one big awesome movie. Even though, no one really cares about Captain America. And then we got X-Men Apocalypse. X-Men Apocalypse was okay. Not as good as the other ones. Not horrible. It had some pretty good aspects. Some pretty awesome aspects. But still. I mean, seriously. What happened? Okay, this X-Men Apocalypse rant is going somewhere else. And, just leave a like, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 pander, give me subs. Yeah. YouTube. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. Peace.